Good morning, boys. In today's topic, we are going to discuss on the topic of electromagnetism. As you can see that in this topic, we are going to discuss effect of electric current on the magnet, Ampere swimming law, right hand grasp rule, action of magnet on the current carrying conductor, and Fleming left hand rule, working principle of DC motor, electromagnetic induction, and domestic electrical circuit. Let's start. Action of electric current on the magnet. So when an electric current is passed through a current carrying conductor and magnetic field is induced around itself, and this magnetic field will produce a magnetic effect on the current carrying conductor. Hans Ørsted in 1820 he did an experiment, and in his experiment he observed that when an electrical current is passed through a conducting wire, a magnetic field is produced around it. The presence of magnetic field at any point around the current carrying wire can be detected with the help of compass needle. When the key is open, that is, no current passes through the wire, the needle points in the north-south direction, that is, along the Earth's magnetic field, with the north pole of the needle pointing towards the north direction. In this position, the needle is parallel to the wire as shown in the figure. When the key is pressed, a current passes in the wire. The direction of the north pole of the needle deflects towards the west, that is, in the left hand side. If the current in the wire is increased, the deflection of the needle also increases. By reversing the connection at the battery terminal, like here, the north pole of the needle deflects towards the east as shown in the figure. So, if we place the needle above the wire, then the deflection of the needle will be opposite. That means the needle will deflect in the eastward direction. And in this figure, if we place the needle just above the wire, then the deflection of the needle will be in the westward direction. But in this case, as the needle is placed just below the current carrying conductor, so the deflection of the needle is in the eastward direction. So with the reversing of the direction of the current, the direction of the deflection of the magnetic needle will also reversed. So from this experiment, we get that a current carrying wire produces a magnetic field around it, and the magnetic needle of the compass experiences a torque in this magnetic field. So it deflects to align itself in the direction of the magnetic field at that point. On increasing the current in the wire, the deflection of the compass needle increases, which implies that the strength of the magnetic field around the wire increases. On reversing the direction of the current in the wire, the deflection of the magnetic field of the compass also reverses because the direction of the magnetic field reverses. Now, this is Ampere swimming rule, which we use to determine the direction of the deflection of the magnetic field. So as you can see, a swimmer is swimming along a current carrying wire in the direction of the flow of the current. So in this case, if the magnetic needle is placed just below the current carrying conductor, then the magnetic needle will deflect towards the east, or the north pole of the needle will deflect towards his left hand. So you must remember that this rule is to determine in which direction the magnetic needle will deflect. If the needle is placed above the current carrying conductor, then the deflection will be in the eastward or towards his right hand. That means with the change in the position of the magnetic needle, the direction of the deflection will altered, and also the deflection of the magnetic needle can be altered by changing the direction of the current, as we have discussed in the experiment of Oersted. So here the Maxwell's cross screw rule or right-handed screw rule. So if we see from the top, that means from here, we see that if we rotate the screw in the anti-clockwise direction, then the screw will move in the upward direction, and if we rotate the screw in the clockwise direction, then the screw will move in the downward direction. So from this context, we can say that the rotation of the screw will represent the direction of the magnetic field lines, and the motion of the screw will represent the direction of the current flowing. So when a current flowing outwards from a point, then the magnetic field around it will be anti-clockwise, and when a current is flowing inward into a point, then the magnetic field lines will be clockwise around the current carrying conductor. Now here is another rule which is used to determine the direction of the magnetic field around a current carrying conductor. We can find the direction of the magnetic field lines around a current carrying conductor using the right hand screw rule, which we have discussed earlier. So these two rules are used to find direction of the magnetic field lines. So here, as you can see, this is an current carrying conductor, and along this current carrying conductor, current is flowing in the upward direction. So if we hold the current carrying conductor in our right hand such that the thumb points in the direction of the flow of the current, then the fingers encircle the wire in the direction of the magnetic field lines, as so in this figure. So as you can see that our fingers are enclose the wire in this direction, that means in the anti-clockwise direction.